Hey everybody, it's Casey at Thunderhead Harley-Davidson. I'm out here today with a selection of new motorcycles behind me. I'm going to talk to you about security pins. So these new bikes, I'll start with a key fob. It's wireless, it's really nice and convenient, but if that battery ever dies or we ever lose that key fob, the motorcycle won't start. We could end up towing it or pushing it, and we don't want that. So Harley has included a way for us to start these up by inputting a 5-digit code using the turn signal. So let's jump into each one individually and I'll explain how that all works. Alright, so first off, we got a new 2023 Road Glide, and we're going to jump into setting the security code. So you got to have the fob present to do this, that's important. So I've got the key fob right here. We're going to turn our ignition to on, our run stop switch, we're going to go on, off, on, press our left blinker 2 times and our right signal 1 time, and it's going to bring up this option right here with the blinking numbers. So this is where we'll set our pin. You can use any digits except for 0, and what you do is you use the left signal to cycle through those digits. I'm going to return back to where I was and leave it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your right signal to advance to the next digit. And you can do that all the way through. Again, I'll cycle through here all the way back through to 2, on to 3, 4, 5, and so on. Once we get to the end there, we've got the code set how we want. We're just going to turn off the run stop switch, turn off the ignition, and our pin is set. Now I'll show you how to use it. Alright, so now I've moved the key fob away. So let's try to start the motorcycle. We'll turn our ignition on, run stop switch in the on position, and you'll see it pops right up right away, enter pin. So just like we programmed the pin, we're going to start with our left turn signal. It's going to bring up that first digit. We want a 1. Hit the right signal to move to our second digit. We want a 2. Let's say we accidentally pass it up. You just keep using that same left signal, cycle back through, so on and so forth. So there's our 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we hit that right signal one more time, and listen, you'll hear the fuel pump kick on, and the bike is ready to start. Alright, now I'm sitting on a brand new 24 Softail Hydroglide Revival, a really cool bike. So again, it's very similar. There's no physical ignition switch on this model, but key fob present, ignition switch on, off, on, left signal 2 times, right signal 1 time, and it's going to bring up the menu to set our pin right here. So again, it's set on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to skip through and leave that set where it is. Get to our last digit, ignition off, our pin is set. Let's hide the key fob. Alright, now, just like on the touring motorcycles, the key fob is moved away. We're just going to try to start the bike. So, ignition switch on, and you'll see after a moment it pops up prompting you to enter the pin. So you can just go ahead with the left signal, 1, right signal to move over to the next digit, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuel pump kicks on, bike's ready to start. Alright, now I'm sitting here with a new Nightster. Similar procedure to program the pin. We're going to have the key fob present, and then watch me, we're going to go 4 times toggling the run stop switch on, off, and then leave it on. And then twice on the left signal, once on the right signal. It's going to bring us into that screen. So on, off, on, twice left, once right. And here you see we're in our screen to program the pin. So same as before, we're going to use the turn signal. So our left signal to advance to a 1. Going to move up towards the next digit with the right. I'm going to go ahead and use the same code, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, if you mess up, just keep cycling through and it'll come back around. Got it all set. We're going to turn the run stop switch off and our pin is set. And let's look again at how to input that. Alright, so on the Nightster, we've got the pin programmed. We're going to turn the ignition switch to run. After a second, you'll see, just like on the other models, the code comes up to input, so we'll cycle through and punch in 1, advance, 2, advance, so on and so forth. Oh, there we go, I messed up, I went too far. So we'll cycle back to 3, advance. Now once we've got our last digit in, right signal one more time, bike is ready to run. All right, here I am on a new Pan America. This is the last bike I'm going to show you today. So again, similar steps to inputting the security pin, but just a little bit different. So again, key fob present. We're going to turn the run stop switch to on, let everything fire up here. This one is a little nice. You have a couple of options as far as how to input this. So once our screen fires up here, we're going to press our menu button here, get into our settings, general settings, scroll down a bit, change security pin. Now this screen comes up. We can do the same thing we've been doing, use our turn signals to cycle through. So we'll go 1 over to the next. You also can on this model use the touchscreen interface, which is very nice, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Our pin is set, and we can turn the bike off now, and that'll save it. And that's it. Now I'll show you how we'll put that pin in. Alright, so here I am on the Pan America. Key fob's been moved away. Just moved my run stop switch to the on position. We'll see the display fire up here, and then right away it should ask me for the pin. And we'll go ahead and input that using the touchscreen display. Fuel pump fires up, and the bike is ready to roll. Alright, so that's a good summary of the 4 different systems that there are for the newer motorcycles that you may run into. Each model is going to be a little different, but hopefully one of these 4 will help you to set your security pin on your motorcycle and to use it so you don't get locked out. Don't hesitate to reach out to us if we can ever be any help. We're happy to help with that type of thing. And if you find yourself in beautiful Kodak, Tennessee, stop by and see us. We'll be here. Again, gearing up for a great season. We love when customers come in and ask us to help with these types of things. So please come in and use us as a resource. And if we don't see you here, we'll see you on the road.